Safaricom M-Pesa, the pride of Kenya, right? Wrong. Behind the success story is something darker: abductions, tracking, fraud, disappearances. Over 80 people have been abducted since June 2024, and Safaricom, they're allegedly helping it happen. This is the story nobody wants you to hear: the dark side of Kenya's biggest company. Let's start with the most disturbing part. In October 2024, the Daily Nation published an explosive investigation, and what they found out was terrifying. Kenyan security agencies have been using Safaricom to track, locate, and abduct people. Here's how it works. A British company called Neural Technologies embedded software inside Safaricom system. This software gives police and intelligence agencies virtually unrestricted access to your call data records and location data. They can see where you are, who you're calling, where you have been in real time. No court order needed, no judicial oversight, nothing. They call it friend my friends. Sounds innocent, right? It's not. The system uses triangulation. This is tracking in which your phone connects to every cell tower as you move around Kenya. They can map your entire day, your patterns, your associations, and then they come for you. Trevor Ndigwa disappeared September 2021. He was charged with terrorism offenses and released on bond. Then he vanished. When the court ordered Safaricom to produce his call data records, the records showed him in two different places at the same time. One dataset placed him heading to the Somalia border, and another showed him in Nairobi. Safaricom's records were either manipulated or falsified. Two South Sudanese activists abducted January 2017. Kenya intelligence worked the South Sudanese agents. They used Safaricom data to track and abduct them. UN experts believe they were executed. Again, Safaricom produced inconsistent records. Over 80 abductions since the Gen Z protests in June 2024. Activists, critics, protesters, people just disappear. And here's the worst part: when police are accused of the disappearances, it's their own colleagues at Safaricom who handle the call data evidence. Conflict of interests? Absolutely. Safaricom denied everything, but in November 2024, they did something suspicious. They suspended all advertising with Daily Nation and its publication. Why? Because the Daily Nation kept reporting on this. But wait, it keeps getting worse. Same swap fraud. Imagine waking up to find your phone has no signal. You check your M-Pesa, empty. Your bank account drained. Your mobile loans maxed out. All because someone swapped your SIM card remotely. And you're powerless. This is happening to thousands of Kenyans. Para Bashi lost 2.6 million shillings in hours. He was in Johannesburg on assignment. Thomas remotely swapped his SIM, accessed his absurd bank accounts, and cleaned him out. He served on hotel breakfast yogurt until his family rescued him. Peter Mwanzo, a senior Nairobi police officer, lost 507,000 shillings. Fraudsters swapped his SIM while the phone was in his hand. They took out loans in his name. Even he couldn't understand how it happened. In 2024 alone, Safaricom lost 500 million shillings to SIM card fraud. But who really lost? The customers. And here's the kicker: Safaricom processes 28,000 SIM swaps every day. They claim only 40 out of 750,000 are fraudulent, but thousands of Kenyans have lost millions. In 2023, a court ordered Safaricom to pay a customer 452 million shillings for losses from M-Shwari fraud. In 2024, Safaricom fired 113 employees for fraud. 47 cases were SIM swap related. That means the fraud is coming from inside Safaricom. Your money isn't safe, and Safaricom knows it. Let's talk about Safaricom's monopoly. 91% of Kenya's mobile money market. That's M-Pesa's share of 2024. For years, Safaricom has controlled everything. Exclusive agent networks, pricing that penalizes competitors, delays in giving rivals access to their USSD codes. They lobbed hard work to avoid strict oversight, and it worked. But here's the irony: when Safaricom went to Ethiopia, they became the victim. Telecom, the state-owned monopoly, did to Safaricom exactly what Safaricom did to competitors in Kenya. Blocked M-Pesa, cut off access, crashed the monopoly tactics. Safaricom CEO complained, monopoly is a contradiction to liberalization. The same tactics they used in Kenya, they are crying foul when it happened to them. Safaricom has spent over $700 million in Ethiopia, and they're losing badly. Safaricom shares information with the government: call records, location data, everything. There's a law enforcement liaison inside Safaricom office headquarters, staffed by police officers, managed by a Safaricom employee. So when police want your data, they don't need to go through proper channels. They just walk down the hall. The Kenya Human Rights Commission and Muslim for Human Rights sent Safaricom a formal letter demanding answers. Safaricom's response: vague, defensive. They denied wrongdoing but didn't address the specific cases. First Ambassador Meg Whitman spoke out: the laws on privacy need to be respected in democracies. Even US diplomats are concerned. Senators are now investigating. Okia Umtata said the question of data is a matter of life and death. Safaricom has been implicated in so many crimes. Nothing has changed. The data is being accessed, your movements tracked, but privacy doesn't exist. Here's what this all means: Safaricom powers 6.5% of Kenya's GDP. Over 35 million people use M-Pesa. It's everywhere, but that power comes with zero accountability. They're too big to regulate, too connected to the government, which owns 95% of the Safaricom shares, too essential to shut down. A 1-hour M-Pesa outage, that's an economic crisis now. So they can track you, they can facilitate abductions, they can let your money get stolen and face almost no practical consequences. Central Bank wants to separate M-Pesa from Safaricom, make it a standalone entity and a stricter oversight. But Safaricom is resisting because that will mean a 75 billion shilling tax liability, almost 50% more than their annual profit. So nothing changes. Safaricom built Kenya's digital economy. M-Pesa changed millions of lives. That's true. But the cost, your privacy, your safety, your money. So, what do you think? Is Safaricom too powerful? Should M-Pesa be separated? Have you been a victim of SIM swap fraud? Drop a story in the comments. Peace out.